Hi, I'm Lisa Kowalczyk, Executive Director of the Medicine Hat and District Chamber of Commerce, and I'm joined by the team at Ultrashine Building Maintenance. So Elizabeth Darcy, give us a wave. She's the Market Development Coordinator, and Salome Aldea is the Director of Customer Experience. I hope I got that right. So tell us a little bit about Ultrashine and the value that you offer to businesses.
So Ultrashine has been around since 2009. We do service a variety of different buildings, from casinos and malls, offices, different shelters, and we are built on mutual respect with our staff and our customers, and that's how we grow the strong relationship that we do have with them.
Excellent. And I absolutely love your logo, that it really is about us. And that seems to project through your website and your information as well. We know that COVID has been a very challenging time. And so what have you done specifically to cope with the pandemic, not only for your customers, because obviously cleaning and sanitization right now is highly valuable and certainly a service that people are seeking. But what have you done to cope? What have you done to help your customers, and how have your team and your company adapted through this?
So I'll start this one off, and I'll let Sal kind of finish off with a bit about how we've worked as a team. But when, of course, COVID hit, like many people, our customers started closing their doors, so we kind of had to refocus, and we started our focus on sanitation services and really targeting those services in a way that would help us give back to our communities, offering free one-time sanitation services to nonprofit organizations who deal in the vulnerable sectors, and then highly discounted services for continued service. And this was also a way for us to help keep as many of our staff employed as possible, because a lot of them were displaced from their normal locations. And I think this was very helpful for us, because it also allowed us to create very strong relationships with those customers, and have kept a lot of them on throughout this whole process. Do you want to, if there's anything you want to add, Sal?
Like Elizabeth said, we placed our staff in different locations to avoid laying off anyone, and we focused on training and supporting one another during this time.
Excellent. And obviously there's been a number of supports that have been made available through both provincial and federal government, and different businesses have had to access different supports. So is there anything specifically that has helped you or your team deal with the pandemic, either financial or just resource information, that you would recommend to others?
So when the pandemic hit, I mean, there was obviously different reasons why we came together, by, again, placing our staff in different locations, and truly supporting our customers, contacting them regularly to see their needs, see where we can help. We did the hero bonus for our team that was going out to the field face-to-face with the customers that did remain open.
That's amazing, and truly that's, you know, we've seen a lot of unsung heroes through this pandemic, and certainly cleaning staff are among those, because they're doing you know, the job that no one else really wants to do, and putting themselves you know, in potential risk, obviously with safety protocols in place, to ensure the safety of others, which is phenomenal.
Absolutely.
Elizabeth, did you have anything to add?
No, I think she nailed that one.
So do you think there's any gaps in supports or things that you're seeing, particularly with the clients that you serve, that perhaps are still needed, or whether through information or different supports that would be needed during the pandemic?
I think that I'll let Sal speak to this afterwards too, but I think one of the bigger gaps that I'm noticing, or I think that there's a lot of information out there, and some of it's kind of open to interpretation, and it can be overwhelming. But I think that some information that's not being shared frequently is what the best practices are for cleaning. If you are cleaning your own desk, are you using the right products? Are you following the right processes? Certain things need to have a certain dwell time before you wipe them clean. So are these things that are being done in-house? I think the cleaning processes and the solutions that you're using to clean your facilities is important to know, and I don't know that that's being put out there.
And Sal, you
So we also have seen, because we are such a diverse team here, and we all have a different background, that when all of these regulations come up, and because things are constantly changing, with a language barrier, it can be challenging. Luckily, we do have such a diverse team that we are able to help one another with translating to different languages. But we have seen that as a challenge, definitely.
Yes, no, I could absolutely see that. And I know there has been strides made to translate some of the documents, but with all the information out there, that becomes very challenging for sure. And sometimes interpreting the guidelines and what they mean, right?
Right.
And certainly, I just had the conversation with another business today around some of those cleaning protocols and not quite having all the information in terms of what are the proper cleaning solutions, and things that a lot of people don't even necessarily pay attention to in terms of doorknobs and common areas and your pens and your desk surfaces or underneath your desk, all of these things that you normally wouldn't think about on a day-to-day basis. So it's great that you kind of highlight that and what people need to become a little bit more aware of. So thank you for that. So what are some of the things that you're looking forward to as a business and as you move forward?
Ultrashine we like to be at the forefront of industry and invest in the innovative technologies. And we have a floor auto scrubber, we call him Bob. He's actually been a part of our company for over a year now. So we've had the opportunity to really figure out where he works best and then is most efficient. But what we're finding right now is that customers are far more interested in contactless cleaning, or want more focus on high touch points like your bathrooms, your doorknobs, cafeterias, areas like that. So we can bring Bob in, and he can work side by side with the staff that's already in place, because he still needs to be supervised. And they can then focus on all those touch points while he handles the monotonous floor scrubbing. We're also testing out some robotic vacuums at this moment, which is also very exciting. I think it's very appealing because it'll help adapt to our customers' changing needs. It appeals to their bottom line, and it allows us to keep our frontline staff employed.
No, absolutely. And I was on your website earlier and I saw your little robot.
It's pretty cute.
Yeah, pretty cute. Very cool. And certainly I think technology is advancing so quickly, and there's so many more solutions than there were, even a couple of years ago. So it's great to know that you guys are staying on top of that and advancing as technology advances. So what is that one piece of advice that you would offer to other businesses based on your experience and exposures?
I would say that, obviously keeping up to date on everything that's coming out with Health Alberta, and taking part in your community, staying connected. And because we've been able to really build some very mutually beneficial relationships through helping support our community when they needed it the most.
Excellent.
I would say communication is key, and just remembering that we are all in this together. So helping one another, teach one another.
Absolutely. See, and I have that actually on the other side of me, that we're all in this together.
Oh, there you go.
But yes, truly, communication is so key. That's been one of the common things that has come up through this pandemic. And as you've identified, there's so much information that trying to communicate and get that information out, stay open with our teams, the focus on training, and ensuring that we know what those protocols and guidelines are. So thank you both so much for your time today. Do you have any other closing thoughts? If people want to find out more about Ultrashine, where can they connect with you?
You can go to ultrashine.com. Our website's actually been recently given a reboot, and you can find information on how we've coped with the pandemic. You can find information on Bob the Auto Scrubber, and there's actually a really neat commercial out there for Bob. It's actually won an award recently at an Alberta Film Festival, so that was exciting, and we've actually had some of our own staff in it, so that was really cool to do, and it shows Bob in action.
Excellent. Thank you again to both of you for your time and for your commitment to community.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.